passion or skill, what does it for you? For some people, they say they prefer to have passion for a particular thing. For others, they say, once I'm skilled, I'm okay. But there is this special set of people that will tell you they need to be very hungry before they can think of passion. So it means something has to be on the table for any other thing to work. Welcome to today's special edition of the Vibrant Talk Show. I have someone who is very funny, intelligent, and he knows what he wants to. Oh my God, I'm already laughing. But he's a comedian as well. But I'm going to be showing you his intelligent side today. He is Godson Equibiri, but he's also known as GSN, popularly known as GSN. He's my friend, he's my brother. I mean, we've been together and I'm sure that we're heading up there together too. How far? How are you doing?
Okay, intelligent.
I know you're not used to being described in that way.
You know, people forget. It's not like they just forget.
They
always lean on the funny side. So thank God for reminding me I'm so intelligent.
I mean, that's what the Vibrant TV does. I mean, we bring out the best in people. Okay, so let's start. For him, he has always said nothing concerns him and passion. All he's interested in is the money, is the hunger. And so wherever or whatever pays the bill, that is what he sees. And that is what goes it for him. GSM,
Yeah.
You've always said that. What prompted that for you?
I'll say what prompted that for me is what prompts everybody in this part of the world. You know, like I tell a lot of persons, I tell them that problems and issues in this world, they are geographical. They are geographical. What spurs you in Nigeria might not spur somebody in the UK. What spurs somebody in the US might not spur somebody in Nigeria. So you got to look at where you are, what happens around you, and the economy. Yeah. I would say Nigerian economy doesn't really, I would say 90% of what we do in Nigeria doesn't interest your passion.
But what was your original passion as a child growing up? I wanted to be a lawyer. At some point, I wanted to be an engineer. In fact, I think I wanted to be everything.
Everything where I want to be when I was growing up. No one where I even near. Like, I don't even make close. At some point, I wanted to be a pilot.
Wow. At
some point, a dentist. At some point, what do they call this way they go space? Aeronautic.
Yeah, engineers.
And that one, I just mock myself like I was watching a lot of space movies. If I wanted to even watch cartoons, I was watching cartoons. All the one where they would go space. All those SpongeBob there, you know, where they live for space and everything. I never knew that, man, Nigeria will not permit that.
So at what point did you say that, or did you see that comedy could work for me?
Yeah. At the point where I noticed that everything around me was just funny. Yes, everything was just funny.
Were you funny as a child?
Nah, I wasn't. I was a boring good. I was a boring, sorry to say, the boring motherfucker. Yeah, wow. That's how I am. I'm this kind of a person that I am soft-spoken. I'm this kind of person that I can just stay in a chair with you. So I've gone to a lot of events where I just sit back. Immediately I get to an event and they've not started, I just sit back and I press my phone. Some persons are like, maybe, you know how it is, event planners call you for events. And they're like, somebody, maybe the owner of the event, maybe the host of the event is like, I've not seen the MC. The event planner might be somewhere. I say, the MC is there. And they'll call me after, like, yes, why you never here? I say, I did here. I sit down here, DJ. Then the event planner will come, are you the MC? I say, yes. Oh, wow. And the person will just go back, sit back and come back. Are you sure you are the MC?
Because you're too quiet.
I say, madam, I'm paid to work. Until my work time reach, I am not. Say, at least you would have kept everywhere busy. I say, I'll not be busybody. When the event, I've gone to a lot of weddings where they say, just start something. I say, no, I cannot start a wedding without the
couple being around the premises.
To be here. They called me to MC their reception. Their reception. They didn't call me because you were coming. Yeah, they didn't call me because you were coming. They called me to MC. So until the couple come here and they are ready to come in, I don't have any business with all of you here. You understand? So that's what I tell them. So for me, I'm a boring person, but somehow, some way, I have this very, very, very high sense of humor. Like, there is nothing that will happen that I cannot find the humor in it. Even though the person die, God forbid. Somehow, somewhere, I'll just find out it's funny, I'm telling you the truth. Now, for example, let me give you this instance. This is a true life story. When my grandmom died, she died in our house then. We were living in Job and everything. So somehow, some way, I think I was in school, like exactly school. Went for a party in school and everything. Before I come back from morning, I thought, yes, my grandmom done that and everything. Only to come back to the house, waiting for the these people who come to pick up, people from the morgue to come pick her up and everything. Somehow, some way, they cover my grandmother and everything. Only for me to just raise the wrapper, ma see her for the last time. Notice that my grandmom died with her hand in her mouth. And I just started laughing. And I just started laughing. And everybody was like, why they laugh? I just go and say, why she go there? I say she did chop or hungry, they catch her, you know. But that's it. That's the beauty of humor. That's the beauty of our art. That's the beauty of comedy.
Okay.
You understand? You cannot police the art.
Yeah.
You just have to express it the way it is.
Okay, so at what point did you see, because now you're very big, I see you traveling all across the country to actually, you did try, I agree. So at what point did you know that this one is going to be it for you, not really the whole professional office kind of job? Yeah. At what point did you see that you were going to have your breakthrough through comedy?
Number one, I knew I wasn't going to work for anybody. I knew I wasn't the 8 to 5 kind of person. I knew I wasn't the kind of person. I hated people who work. In fact, I never liked working. I had a cousin who used to work in the bank. I had a cousin who used to work in the bank. Every day we had start share for 45,000. That guy they smell like every time. So the work for me wasn't my thing. Like I never liked it. I never liked that 9 to 5 or 8 to 5. So I was like, one step at a time. Then I got into comedy. I didn't get into comedy with clear eye. We're getting to the topic.
Yes.
I didn't get into comedy with clear eye.
What do you mean by that? You didn't get into comedy with clear eye?
I was this kind of person. Like I normally I'll just post things on Facebook, funny things. Like they were in my head, and I'll just put it out. I love person, man, this shit is funny. This stuff is funny. This stuff. I was like, can I try stand up? Then stand up wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't a thing back then, but it was tough. I was like, man, do this thing. I be man no do am. I be man do am. Man no do am. I was like, no. Then hunger came.
Which is where we are.
This is where we are.
Yeah.
Now, the Nigerian space doesn't. There's this joke I normally tell. I tell people that in Nigeria you have plans when you are growing up.
Yeah.
But when you grow up, the country will come plan you.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. But that is what it is. And somehow, somewhere, you have to just do what you can. You understand? You have to do what you can. And find your passion in it. Now, it's not the passion that you knew growing up. It's not the one that I want to be a dentist, that you drive towards it. Now, the hunger drives you there first. Then you find out that, man, this is where I can feed from, this is where I can get money from, this is where I can push from, this is where I can raise.
So you're saying basically in Nigeria, most people don't even do the passion thing. It's whatever can put food on their table at the moment.
Yeah, that's what the economy permits. For example, if I know myself, if I grew up maybe in the UK or in the US or maybe some of all this,
you would have been a what?
I don't know what I would have been. But I know I'm not going to be comedian. I can swear it that I wouldn't be a comedian.
But I'm not sure what you would have been.
I don't know what I would have been, but I'm very sure of what I will not be.
Okay,
I will not be a comedian. I will
okay.
not be that guy who makes jokes, who cracks jokes for people and everything. Yes, I might have this sense of humor because it's a blessing from God. But I know that I wouldn't have acted upon it. I swear. I know I don't go agree. You understand? Because this is where we find ourselves, and it is what it is.
Okay, now that we are here right now, because of course you've established yourself. If let's say there is a study for comedy, let's say there is a degree in comedy, do you think that since you're already on this path, you would want to go to school and study it since you're already on this path at the moment? Since we are now saying, okay, there's no passion, but you can still skill up a bit. And, do you see your future here? Is this what you want to do when you're 60, 70?
Yeah, actually, when I'm 80, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Look at the Steve Harveys, look at the Chris Rock. Chris Rock is like 59, I'm 58. He's still going strong. You have the likes of Dave Chappelle still going strong. You understand? we are getting there, and I think stand-up comedy is something that is beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful art. Yeah, you can say, oh, if there is a way to study, there is nowhere in the world where people study being stand-up comedian.
No, but I mean the way is great. Someone it can be, for example, there was no way some people would have thought music would have been studied in universities in Nigeria because of how some parents took it. But now in some universities it's a course.
But music they've always studied it every other part of the world. Now this is stand-up comedy. This is comedy for you. Comedy has to do with experiences. Comedy has to do with lifestyle. Comedy has to do with yourself. Comedy is like poetry. You mirror the society. It's what you know from the society that you get. That's why you find out that a lot of persons go for veteran comedians. They want to go for the likes of Alibaba, Kebakasi.
Yeah.
They can pay them as much as 10 million, 50 million because they know that these guys have wealth of experience in life, not just in the craft. Wealth of experience. Now you could be a very funny comedian, but you started comedy like 5 years ago. You don't have stories to tell. You don't have stories to tell. You don't have experiences to talk about. In fact, you have nothing. Yeah, you can say, oh, this young chap is very good. But you could bring him to your event and he doesn't kill it. Why? He don't really get that experience.
Yes. Because life. Yes, I tell people it's the number of times you've been on a particular route that makes you a professional.
Yes.
It's a number of times.
If you're driving on a particular route, let's say now you're traveling to Enugu and you're behind a transporter. Trust me, your journey will be smooth.
Yes.
Be one of all these transport companies, your journey will be smooth.
Exactly.
Why? He goes there, he plies that route every day, every 2 days, every week, every month.
Now let's take it back. When you told your parents, or when your parents saw that you're the first son, right?
Nah.
Okay.
Second.
Yeah. But let's say when you told your parents that it's like is this thing I want to be, or it's like, 'cause I'm sure you were not very sure at the onset, just like you said. What was their reaction like?
It wasn't funny. It was like Then they called me the next day. Like, wait till they talk that yesterday, what we're talking about. This is, I see a light somewhere. Like, I see it going places. Yeah. In time, it will get there, but let's just see how it goes.
They supported you?
Okay. Like, no. Yeah, just bring your CV, all the bank PhD, this one, and I told my dad, see all those bank and... What
did you study again?
I studied environmental science.
Science, okay.
From RSU, yeah. But then, they were like, no, my dad has always been, in fact, he's this kind of person. He loves civil service jobs, like a job that comes with security, like maybe pension.
Yeah.
Man. But that's not my thing. There's nothing you want to tell me now that will make me do that. Why? Because I don't get that's not me. But then Popti was like, but over time, they understood that the way the country was when they were growing up,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. Inflation now is well over 200%. Like everybody has to do what they can to pay bills. Like I said, the hunger drives you there. Then your passion and your personal hunger will keep you there.
Because
improve, to work on your craft.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I was a born comic. I'm not this kind of person that growing up, I sit with you and you just like, man, this guy's funny. This guy's fun. Nah, I'm not that kind of person. Everything is in my head. It's in my head. Like I noticed that growing up, I was very funny in my head. Sometimes I listen. Growing up as a young comedian, I sit down and I listen to these very big wigs that we had there. And I knew that, man, I'm funny past this guy. Like, this guy could have done this joke this way. He would have done. And people are like, nah, see you.
Okay, so,
reach anywhere.
Yeah. So, but do your parents come for your shows?
Nah, I don't like emotional comedy.
I don't understand. I mean, they should see how the world is gathering to watch their son.
Yeah, that's why we have YouTube, we have Facebook. We should watch it there. I don't like emotion. I don't like strings being attached when I'm performing. I don't really like it. That's why I don't invite my parents for my show, with all due respect. But moreover, they support me that way, they love it that way. I don't like inviting my parents, or I don't like inviting my pastor for my show. Because I love comedy going.
You just want to keep it professional.
Yeah, I want to keep it professional. I love this all holds bad. Allow me express myself. I'm not this kind of person. Because if you bring your parents now, they're in your face.
If you want to say one very naughty kind of joke about maybe one girl and all of those things.
And my papa not ticking. My father, in case you got to say, get the time with my father will be like, he's a liar. You understand?
Yes.
I don't know that you're trying to put stories together and make it work. You understand? All those kind of things. Before you know now, they won't call. I don't like it. Personally, a lot of comedians do it. They bring their parents.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, personally, I think it's cool. But then, I know myself that I love to talk, and I wouldn't want anything hovering around my head like, man, don't say this, say this, say this. That's what I don't like when I'm going up on stage. I don't like it.
Okay, so now, since you've tried to say school didn't even help you, I mean, somebody that studied environmental science, coming out to be a comedian and so many other, and we have so many young girls, just like you were making fun. After studying for how many years, they come out to sell thrifts.
Yeah, WhatsApp status.
Some from thrift, they sell
boxers, singlets, dildo.
What's that?
Dildo. You don't know what Dido is?
I don't know that one. But see now, right? Now, he's not saying education is bad, but he's just saying that, I mean, after all you've studied, you've ended up being this.
Yeah.
So just maybe you need to focus on where the money is. Is that what you're also preaching today?
Actually, that's what I'm saying, because the bills don't have feelings.
Actually, they don't.
The bills don't have feelings.
And it seems there is no job in whatever you study. Once in fact, in Nigeria right now, it seems like once you study and come out, go and find something else for yourself.
Understand that? Do you understand the number
of graduates
that we churn out every year? Back then, going for NYSC, you just have batch A, batch B.
Yeah, batch C.
But do you know that now, from the batch, they don't get streams?
Yes, batch A, stream 1.
Streams, they'll start having rivers. This and now you have batch A,
stream 1, river C.
You understand? So we're getting there and we're churning out graduates. So you see a lot of people are matriculating weekly. People are
around the country, yes.
You understand? All over. Gone are those days that you say, oh, graduates are scarce. Now you see graduates
everywhere.
Now, you got to understand that electricity bills are up, food prices are up.
Oh my God.
Now you need something to get yourself going.
So the passion that should get you going is hunger.
The hunger should be able to spoil you. Except you're somebody who, maybe you live on handouts. You live on people who find me something. How long?
For how long? That doesn't even work anymore. That doesn't work.
So you gotta look for it and say, oh, I can make this. And I'm actually good at making this.
Yes.
Moreover, this is so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
I can make this. You get a client. Maybe the client looks at you, this is beautiful. Thank you for making it. His friend comes, I like this. Remember, you're a medical doctor. And the person, can you make this for me 200? I have a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. From there, you get all that job. Then you understand that this actually pays your bills. You put in your passion here and look out for ways to make this better.
Yeah.
To look out for ways to make maybe the other fancy, but for example, this is a square now. You look out for, okay, I can make a hexagon of this, I can make a pentagon of this. I can just get something, make it funky. That's how it is. That's what should drive you. But if you look at it and say, oh, my passion from growing up and everything, man, understand that this is Nigeria. And this part of the world, a lot of times, 95% of the time, your passion from growing up is not what you end up becoming.
All right, so this is someone who has gone through some of the steps when it comes to hardship. He has suffered.
All these steps.
Okay, I said some. He has got all the steps. Yeah. And if you check out, I mean, if you don't know GSM by now, just, Google, and you see that he's one of the biggest names from the South. And he's touring around Nigeria. So he's telling you from experience that while you're studying, get skills. Or maybe you're done studying and you're not sure what you want to do. Look around you. There are things you want to do. Then push in your passion there. And you see that, money can come. You take care of your bills. Urgent 2K will be solved. All right, your last words as we wrap up.
Well, last words. Get a skill. Look for something doing. Get in between jobs. You can, if you're a 9-to-5 person.
Yeah, you can have
beautiful. I know a lot of persons who are 9 to 5, but most of them drive around carrying boxers, singlets.
Yeah, you can still sell.
And sell. get something doing. Man, this economy, petrol is 600 and
610, Abi?
610, 615, man. And you know how it is in this country. It's only going to get up.
It's never coming down.
So just look out for something that you know that can pay your bills. Invest your time and your energy into it, and I believe it will work.
All right, so do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to be focusing with only your 9-to-5 jobs? All you need to do is to drop your thoughts and opinion on the comment section. Till I see you next week, remember, all you need to do is to stay vibrant. Subscribe, share to your friends. See you next week.